Hey guys, how about we go do some metal detecting? Been a while since we've done any of that. I have finally got a new permission, and it's a permission in a house that has fascinated me for most of my 39 years on this earth. It's a place I grew up next to, and driving by even as a young kid, it always fascinated me and I wanted to know its story. Now I know that it's an 1800s home, but how old? I'm not sure. 1860s, I'm fairly confident in, but it might be even older than that. Has it been detected before? Has dirt been moved around? Well, there's only one way we're going to answer those questions, and that's to get out there and get on it. All right, guys, well, there's the house, and I'm going to show you right off the bat what worries me. That right there. So I know this house has been built around. It was not originally this big. It was probably a very small house to begin with. I just don't know at what point all that dirt was dug out and where it ended up. And I suspect it ended up in this area. So I'm kind of working my way. This house is perched way up on top of a little hill here. There's maybe 4 feet of space between the walkway and going off the edge of the hill there. So I did just get something cool though. Way out here towards the edge, we just got ourselves an old pocket knife. And it's been a long time since I've seen one of them come out of the ground. So that's pretty cool. I don't know how old it is, but it is cool nonetheless. Maybe as I get on down this hill a little bit, down to some of this lower ground, we'll find something else. Well guys, I'm hitting mason jar lids right up there at the edge of the yard that are close to 15 inches deep. There's some definite backfill going on. Mason jar puts you back in the 40s, 50s, and this is a much older house than that. So come down off the hill down to this lower area, and right here I've dug one of these before. It's one of those disabled American veteran deals where I think if you lose your keys, you get these, just drop this in the mail and it's got free postage. But I think there's an address or something that's supposed to go back there, and I think they're usually missing, but pretty cool anyway. All right, I hit something interesting finally. It's very thin. It almost feels like that old play money, but it could be some sort of a token too. I don't know. What do you think we got? It's really thin. Anybody making that out yet? Ooh, we got a tax of some sort. Very cool, tax token. Let's see if we can figure out where that's coming from. It's gonna take a little bit more cleaning though, ain't it? Well, it is a crusty one for sure. That is an Alabama tax token. Just to get enough details to be able to identify it online. That right there would say luxury tax. And I'll show you what it looked like in good shape. Awesome little find. All right, an old toy. That is a Ford Fiat. Wait a minute, Ford Fiat. Why doesn't that sound right? That is a Fiat 1500. Made in England by Lesney. Old matchbox car, probably from the late or mid 60s. I'm not a car guy. Some of you car guys know exactly when that thing came out. I do believe it's missing a roof though. Very cool. All right, guys. Well, it's been a lot of years driving by this place. Always wondering about it. And never thought I'd get to detect it. Really, really, really believe majority of all this in this area is a lot of fill. coming off of that bank. Makes a lot of sense. House was probably a whole lot smaller when it was first built. It's been added to, and a little dirt piled around it to flatten things out. But I didn't do too bad out here in the field. And here's some of the best stuff that I got on. Of course, the old car, an old knife, always nice to find. You know me, I love a token. So that old Alabama tax token's pretty cool. It had a good story behind it. How did it get up here in western North Carolina, I wonder? Old Mayfield milk cap in the Disabled American Veterans key fob, I guess is what you'd call that. All right, guys, there's my clad. That's all I got, and a bunch of flim flam. Thanks for watching. I did a bit more research into this home, and I'm glad I did. Turns out I was a little off on the date. It was actually built sometime around 1870, and it was built by this man, James Gwynn Hickey. Now, Mr. Hickey was known as a God-fearing man, a man that valued a good education. He ran a post office called the Letitia Post Office out of this home, and it was even a general store for a little while. Mr. Hickey served with the Union Army during the Civil War, the 3rd Mounted Infantry out of Tennessee. He served under a man named Captain Goldman Bryson. Now, Mr. Hickey has a granddaughter that gave an account of one time Mr. Hickey and his 2 twin brothers, along with some other men in his unit, being captured by Confederates. Their ankles were bound, their heads were dipped in a local river. Why such hostility, I wondered. Well, that speaks a whole lot to the Civil War in western North Carolina. Loyalties were seriously divided. It was literally home to home on who you supported. Well, Mr. Hickey served under Captain Goldman Bryson. And there were some people in the area, pro-Confederates, that had a different name for Captain Bryson's men. They called them the Mountain Robbers, because Captain Bryson did a lot of patrolling and raiding and even sacked the town of Murphy right here in Cherokee County. And this was the same area that many of these men lived in. And so those that were pro-Confederate really hated them. Just as easily, they could have been brought in and fed dinner by somebody, but they ran across the wrong people. When these men were captured, some of them were killed in cold blood. Mr. Hickey, he managed to escape. Captain Goldman Bryson wasn't so fortunate. He was captured near the town of Murphy by a group of Confederates called Thomas Legion. And when he was shot and killed, it's said that they wore his bloody clothes through the streets of Murphy. It really exemplifies the idea of brother versus brother in the Civil War. Very, very true in the mountains of western North Carolina. All right, back out at the tannery to do a little digging, see what the tannery still holds. And I'm got company today. Got some buddies that have just got new detectors, and we're out trying them out and learning the hobby a little bit. And we've already found a big old carriage bolt. Hopefully they get on something good. No telling at the tannery. I don't make any bets. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. Good to have company though. All right, we got a target coming out. Don't know what it is yet. They're hunting, and we're digging one right here. That ground tough.
Yeah.
Oh, don't knock yourself out. You're getting it. Good, that's a good plug. Now flip that back, that's good. All right, I got a pinpointer right there on the back of my machine. Slide it straight out. Let's see if we hear anything. I'll stick it down in there. Oop.
Right there.
Getting close. Let's see. Still a little bit deeper. Let's take this and see if we can get it out in one good shot here. Let's see if it's in there. Try that. I'll leave it all around it. And move it around till it makes the loudest noise that it can make.
Is that it?
Let's see. Let's see it here. Hear how it's real loud right down in there? That's where it's at. Oh, we got something in there too. We got 2 targets.
Something.
I think we got a big piece of iron. Ooh, I think I heard it. See, we gotta move that shovel out of the way. Wow, that's down in there. Something deep. Ooh, right there. Somebody hand me the shovel. I think I see it. It's right there.
I don't see it.
Right there.
Oh,
Uh-huh. What you got? Is it stuck in there?
Yep.
Don't cut yourself.
It's hard to get.
Ooh.
What is that?
Hey, all right.
I don't know what that is.
That is the back.
It's a tiny dog open.
You found the back of an old clock.
Yeah.
That's what the inside of an old clock looked like. All right, well, I've got a big chunk of lead and a piece of wire. Something brass that I thought was a toe tap. What'd you get?
This piece of cow tag.
Cow tags. We're finding cow tags. You got cow tags?
Yeah.
What kind you get? Ooh, you got a variety, don't you? Got the scalloped one and kind of a Mickey Mouse looking one. Another Mickey Mouse one. Very cool. What'd you find?
Nothing.
Nothing? Well, you better get busy. This brass thing I got. I've never found a toe tap. And I wanted it to be one, but I don't think it is. Well, if I can find it, hold on. There it is. I just don't see any holes in it, so thought maybe boot heel or toe tap, but I don't know what in the world that was. It's brass. All right, we got something cool in the hole. What'd you find?
A wheat penny.
Is it, you sure it's a wheat penny?
What is it? A wheat penny?
Is that your first old coin with your machine?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. What'd you get?
Spit on it and rub it with your finger.
I don't know if you want to get that on film,
Let's see.
but
Maybe we can pick out some detail.
what'd you get?
What'd you...
It's a big piece of metal.
Not a wheat penny. See that building on the back? It's a memorial.
Here.
And
What
it
is
looks
that?
like a 2000.
Pieces keep breaking off.
A 2000.
Pick it up.
Good job though.
Is it a penny?
Yeah.
Could have been a wheat penny. That's good.
A bunch of metal.
I had a whole lot of fun digging with these guys. You know, you ever get to the place that you're too busy, take a little time, slow down, be patient, and expose some of these young guys to the hobby, well, you've lost sight of something important. We didn't hit treasure, but we found some cool old stuff and had a good time. And you know what? I got ulterior motives. I'll be an old fart one day. I'm gonna need one of these young guys to take me out and be patient with me. Let me find something old and cool and get me back home. All right, how do you like metal detecting?
It's fun when you find stuff.
When you find stuff, is it boring when you don't?
A little.
Is it hard?
Not too hard.
Think you're gonna try it again one day?
Yeah.
Good deal. What about you? Yeah? Did you find anything cool? No? Don't feel bad, I didn't either. But there's something cool out here, we just gotta find it, don't we?